trying to love him while falling apart. I, 22F, am in a long-distance relationship of 7 months with my boyfriend, 22M. He comes from a calm, stable family. Mine is the complete opposite. My home is full of manipulation, fights, and financial stress. I'm constantly anxious, on edge, and it's starting to spill into my relationship. He's patient and kind, tries to understand me, even helps financially sometimes, but I still snap. I get angry fast, say things I regret, and end up hurting him even though he never disrespects me. It's like I can't separate my pain from how I treat him. My family chaos always finds its way in. I love him, but I feel like I'm ruining everything. I can't leave my family yet because of religious reasons, and I don't know how to protect our relationship from the mess around me or inside me. How do I stop my trauma from poisoning the only good thing I have? Struggling to adjust to my new boyfriend's odd habits. Am I overreacting or protecting myself? After ending a 6-year toxic relationship with my ex, I, 24F, started seeing someone new, 28M. He's gentle, kind, and open, everything my ex wasn't. But I'm having trouble adjusting to some of his quirks. For instance, he doesn't brush his teeth at night, which honestly puts me off, and he often talks to me in a baby voice, something I find strange rather than cute. My grandma says I'm being too critical, but I think I'm just cautious after years with someone volatile and cold. I wonder if my past has distorted my sense of what's normal or if these habits are genuine deal breakers. I like him a lot, but I don't want to ruin something good over discomfort that might just come from old wounds. How do I know if I'm being reasonable or self-sabotaging? Should I move to Ireland for love or stay for my career? I, 33F, love my boyfriend, 32M, deeply. He's kind, loyal, and the person I want to build a life and family with. But he's homesick and wants to move back to Ireland after living in the US for 8 years. I have dual citizenship, so it's possible, but the move would come with a huge cost, my career. I'm a nurse practitioner, and in Ireland, I'd basically have to start over, get recognized as an RN again, possibly take extra courses, and work my way back up. It could take years to rebuild what I already have here. Meanwhile, we'd have free housing for a while and his strong support network waiting there. I want to be a mom soon, and part of me thinks love and family should come first. But another part is terrified of losing my hard-earned career. Do I take the leap and trust it'll all work out, or stay and risk losing the relationship that feels like home? My partner's burnout is slowly breaking our relationship. What about my needs? I, 26F, have been with my partner, 31M, for almost 5 years, living together for 4. Lately, he's completely burned out from work, long commutes, long hours, and constant exhaustion. After work, he just eats, games, and sleeps. Weekends are no better. He often sleeps until 2 or 4 p.m. and avoids going out because crowds overwhelm him. He has ADHD and takes meds, so I try to be understanding. But intimacy has dropped, quality time is rare, and I feel more like a roommate than a girlfriend. Every time I ask for more connection, he says he's just too tired, and I end up feeling guilty for even bringing it up. I love him and want to support him, but I'm starting to wonder, how long can I keep giving when my own needs are being left behind? She told me I'm replaceable and need therapy. Now I'm questioning everything. I, 22M, have been with my girlfriend, 20F, for 2 years, and things have hit a breaking point. She told me I'm not romantic, that our relationship feels like a friendship, and that if I don't change, she'll leave because I'm easy to replace. I broke down crying, but she said I was making it about myself. I work full-time for a government agency, commute an hour each way, and barely make enough to get by. She's in college, doesn't work, and expects me to plan dates and pay for everything, even though I'm struggling financially. Whenever I mention money, she accuses me of only caring about it. Our intimacy is gone, and she says she won't have sex again until we rebuild our emotional connection. I feel drained, stuck in the same routine, and I'm losing my sense of self. I've even started therapy because I can't keep living like this. I love her, but I'm scared this relationship is destroying me. How do I know if this is worth saving, or if I need to finally let go for my own peace? My college best friend suddenly went cold, and I don't know why. My best friend, 23F, and I, 21F, were inseparable for over a year, no fights, just genuine care. But a few weeks ago, she suddenly went cold. She ignores me, brushes off my texts, and only replies when she needs something. When I asked if I did something wrong, she just said no, not really, with a fake smile. She laughs with everyone else, but treats me like I don't exist. Even removed our pictures from Instagram. Just last month, she called me one of the most important people in her life. Now she won't even say hi. I'm lost. Should I try reaching out again or just let her go? My boyfriend's gaming is taking over our relationship. How do I get through to him? I, 30F, love my boyfriend, 33M, but his gaming habits have gotten out of control. He works from home in IT and spends nearly all his free time gaming, sometimes 8 to 16 hours a day, even during work. Meanwhile, I manage a warehouse, work long shifts, and come home to a messy house and endless chores. Whenever I ask for help or mention how much he games, he gets defensive, saying he's an adult and I'm acting like his mom. I don't want to control him, but I feel like I'm the only one keeping our life together. I even got us a gym membership to get him out of the house, but he barely goes. I'm exhausted and starting to feel resentful. I just want balance and effort from both sides. How can I talk to him about this without another argument, or is this already a lost cause? My boyfriend refuses to use his room, even though we got a bigger place for that. We've been together for 10 years and realized long ago that we're not compatible sleepers. For years in our one-bedroom place, I was always the one kicked to the couch so he could sleep for work. Now we finally have a bigger home, 3 bedrooms. And the plan was for each of us to have our own space. But now he refuses to move into his room until he finds a bedroom set he loves. Meanwhile, he's filled that room with boxes and keeps coming up with excuses. I offered to compromise by buying a cheap $50 mattress so I can finally have my own room, but he shot back that I should just sleep on the floor or couch again. I'm exhausted and honestly angry. We agreed I'd get my own space, but somehow I'm still the one without a bed while he refuses to compromise. Why does he get comfort while I'm stuck waiting for him to make up his mind? My boyfriend keeps waking me up for sex. I feel trapped and exhausted. I've been living with my boyfriend for 3 months, and every night has become a nightmare. He's unemployed, while I'm the only one working, yet he constantly wakes me up in the middle of the night, wanting sex. If I say no, he gets grumpy, makes noise, or plays loud music until I give in just so I can sleep. I take sleeping pills for insomnia, and last night, even while I was sick, he still tried to wake me up. He often makes me feel guilty, calling me too stressed or depressed, and twists things so I end up doubting myself. Around others, he acts like the perfect boyfriend, but behind closed doors, I feel small, tired, and emotionally broken. I know this isn't normal love anymore, but I don't know how to leave. What should I do? My boyfriend refuses to accept the breakup, and I'm trapped in a cycle I can't escape. I, 34F, have tried breaking up with my boyfriend, 47M, multiple times, but he refuses to accept it. Every time I see him cry or panic, I feel guilty and end up taking it back, even though I'm deeply unhappy. We aren't compatible. I don't enjoy his company, I force intimacy, and I feel relief when he leaves the house. He hasn't worked in 2 years, while I work full-time as a nurse and handle everything financially. He yells, calls me names, and dismisses me when I say I want out. He insists I don't mean it because I have BPD and have gone back before. I feel trapped, guilty, and exhausted. I want to leave, but he won't believe me or let go. How do I end this cycle and finally make the breakup stick without feeling like a monster? My boyfriend gets idol-level attention. How do I stop feeling jealous? I, 18F, have been with my boyfriend, 19M, for a little over a year. He's insanely good-looking. People say he looks like a K-pop idol, and he used to train to be one too. Even though he gave up that dream, he still posts on social media, and girls constantly flirt with him both online and in person. When we're out, strangers sometimes ask for his number right in front of me. On Instagram and TikTok, comments like, "You're so handsome," and "You make me happy before bed" flood in, and while he doesn't flirt back, he likes every comment, which still stings. I know he's not doing anything wrong, and I don't want to control him. But I can't stop feeling jealous and insecure seeing so many people want him. How do I manage these feelings without letting them ruin what we have? Loving someone who's dying at 28 and losing myself in the process. I, 26F, have been with my boyfriend, 28M, for over 3 years. For the past 2, he's battled aggressive metastatic sarcoma, and now things are worse than ever. He can barely walk, barely eats, and might need a feeding tube soon. Our relationship has lost all sense of normalcy. It's just pain, exhaustion, and endless hospital visits. I'm his main support, but I'm breaking. I'm a full-time critical care nurse, and lately, I cry in supply closets at work just to keep going. I love him deeply, but watching him fade is destroying me. He started lashing out, upset that I still go to yoga for an hour, the only thing keeping me sane. I start grief therapy next week, but I already feel hollow. How do I keep showing up for someone I love when every visit feels like it's killing me too? Is my older coworker secretly into me? The line between friendly and flirty. It started as harmless office banter, teasing, jokes, shared humor. But now I can't help wondering if there's more. I'm 32F, he's 50M, and the chemistry feels almost tangible. He visits my desk every day, calls me sunshine or darling, brushes my arm when saying hi, and always seems genuinely happy to see me. He's gone out of his way to do sweet things, once searched the whole office to find me a cigarette, offered to drive me to work, even joked about us going on holiday together. We're both separating from our partners, so maybe we're just connecting through that, but the warmth between us feels deeper than friendship. I can't tell if this is a genuine emotional connection or just flirtation that's gotten too comfortable. How do you know when friendly affection crosses into something romantic? I love my girlfriend, but her procrastination and risky choices are pulling us apart. I, 25M, love my girlfriend, 26F, deeply. We share the same dream of building a business and creating financial freedom together. She even moved countries to be with me, leaving behind a painful past that included addiction. We talk about our future all the time, but when it comes to actually putting in the work, she avoids it. This past week was a wake-up call. Some coworkers offered her cocaine, and it terrified me. It made me realize how unstable her environment still is, and how fragile her recovery might be. I'm scared of watching her fall back into old patterns while I'm trying to build a future. I want to support her, but I'm torn between protecting her and protecting myself. How do I set healthy boundaries without abandoning someone I love or sacrificing my goals in the process? I love my boyfriend, but his insecurities are draining me. Am I being too harsh, or is this unhealthy? I, 22F, love my boyfriend, 21M, but his insecurities are starting to wear me down. He constantly says he feels ugly and that he only dates me because I make him feel comfortable, not because he truly finds me attractive. He's even admitted to leaving women he loved before because they were too beautiful for him. It hurts to feel like the safe choice instead of someone he genuinely desires. He says he wishes other attractive girls noticed him, but then gets jealous if I dress up or get attention from others. I reassure him constantly, but he only values compliments from strangers, not from me. It's exhausting trying to make him feel confident when he won't believe anything I say. I love him, but I'm starting to wonder if this relationship is healthy. Am I being too harsh for feeling drained, or is this insecurity something that could ruin us long term? I love him, but I'm scared to let him move in after losing his job. Am I heartless for saying no? I, 30F, have been dating my boyfriend, 28M, for 2 years. He's kind, supportive, and gave up drugs and alcohol years ago, but he's been unemployed for 8 months, living off weekend music gigs that barely cover food. I've been paying for most things and begging him to find a stable job, but he refuses, saying he's working hard on music. Now he's been kicked out of his place, not for bad behavior, just the landlord's family moving in, and he has nowhere to go. My heart says to let him stay, but my gut is terrified. I already feel financially and emotionally drained, and when I express fear, he blames it on my trauma. Would it be cruel to tell him he can't move in? Should I set boundaries, like a short stay with conditions or a chore plan, or would that just drag things out? I love him deeply, but I don't want to lose myself trying to save him. What would you do in my place? I love him, but I'm not attracted to him anymore. Am I a bad person for wanting to leave? I, 24F, have been with my boyfriend, 25M, for 1.5 years. He's genuinely one of the best people I know, caring, supportive, and emotionally mature. But lately, I've realized I'm not physically attracted to him anymore. Even small things like holding hands or kissing feel like an obligation, and it makes me feel guilty. My psychiatrist thinks this might be connected to a traumatic experience I recently went through, and maybe she's right, but I still don't know how to fix it. I can't afford therapy right now, and I'm scared that I'm just leading him on by staying. On top of that, we share the same group of friends, and they were his friends first. If I break up with him, I'm terrified I'll lose not just him, but my whole social circle. I love him deeply as a person, but I don't think I can keep pretending things are okay. How do I end things gently and deal with the fallout afterward? I love him, but I'm carrying the whole relationship alone, and I can't do it anymore. I, 27M, have been with my boyfriend, 34M, for 8 years, but I've reached a breaking point. He hasn't worked in 3 years, spends most of his time gaming, and shows no real motivation to change. Meanwhile, I work 2 jobs, go to school, and help support my mom, all while keeping our lives afloat. I've tried to help him find work and even offered rides, but he never follows through. He's kind and emotionally supportive, but I'm exhausted from feeling like his caretaker instead of his partner. I'm not attracted to him anymore, and I don't see a future where I'm not the only one trying. I know breaking up would leave him struggling with nowhere to go, but I'm deeply unhappy and can't keep sacrificing my future. How do I find the courage to finally let go? He wants to marry me, but my trauma keeps holding me back. How do I learn to trust love again? I, 25F, have been with my boyfriend, 29M, for 2 years. He's kind, patient, and the first man who's ever made me feel truly safe. Recently, he told me he wants to marry me, and while part of me feels so lucky, another part is terrified. My past relationship was emotionally abusive, and even now, my body reacts like I'm still in danger. When he's quiet or takes too long to text, I panic. I overthink everything, scared I'll somehow ruin what we have. He's never done anything to make me doubt him, but fear keeps whispering that love always ends in pain. Therapy has helped, but progress feels painfully slow. I know I love him and want a future together. I just need to stop letting my trauma speak louder than my heart. How do you say yes to love when your mind still says no? He teases me constantly, but treats another girl gently. What does it mean? There's this guy, 23M, I like, and we used to be really close. But after some miscommunication, there's been a bit of distance, and oddly, ever since then, he's been teasing me even more. It's not mean-spirited, just constant, playful comments that leave me totally confused. When we hang out with friends, he'll say things like she came, then quickly say he's joking. But a few days earlier, he randomly sent me a thoughtful little gift. It's such a mix of signals, sweet one moment, annoying the next. What messes with my head more is how differently he acts with another girl in our group. He's much gentler and softer with her. So now I can't tell if the teasing means he likes me, or if I'm just the one he plays around with while he's actually into her. It's starting to hurt, and I don't know what to believe anymore. He says he's not ready to marry me, then buys me a ring. I, 30F, brought up marriage to my boyfriend, 30M, of 2.5 years, thinking we were on the same page, but he told me he's unsure about our future and wants couples therapy first. He says my mood swings make him spiral, so I've been extra positive and giving him space. Then he complained I've become too distant and don't show enough affection. He also admitted he resents doing things for me, even when he agreed to them, like dancing on vacation. Now he's buying me a ring for my birthday, not an engagement ring, just a ring. I love him, but it feels like he wants perfection, not partnership. Is therapy the solution, or a sign we're already falling apart?